What up, what up, what up? God day, God day. We are back again, we are back again. So, what's good in gossip? What's good in this gossip news that you guys are killing yourself with every day that we seem to pay more attention to? Oh, Jim Jones. Did he get evicted from this place? Did he not get evicted from this place? 50 Cent putting up the eviction notice, showing him that he was evicted. 50 buying the building with the landlord or buying the podcast. What do Bigga think about this? What do Bigga think about the current thing that's going on with Jim Jones and this eviction and the beef with 50 Cent and everything like that? What do Bigga think, or how I feel about it? I don't care. That is absolutely the truth. I have made you guys think a little bit too much that I have any concern for that. I have no concern for any of that stuff. It is not profitable for me, my kind, or even yourself. It is not profitable. You know what I'm saying? Let that man do his own business. Let them figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about anything that does not have to do with bringing salvation to mankind. I have no concern on, I don't even know what to call some of this stuff on the internet that I see. For one, people, you don't know what's fake or real. I keep telling you that. How many times I gotta say you've been lied to? So with that said, I don't know what I see on this internet is real or fake. And I suggest now that you guys start looking at the same. All of this stuff could be a script. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm not saying nobody's making a script, but I'm just saying I don't know. It all looks quite scripted out when you look at it. So I don't know, and I don't care. I don't have that time of the day to waste, and neither should you. I'm trying to intrigue you to want to start looking into scripture and start looking into how can we defeat the devil, and us coming up on some type of even ground on how do we stay from going up under the ground. I don't care about your financial literacy. I don't care about, any of that stuff. God is going to give you what he's going to give you. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me make that clear to you. Whatever you get in this life is given to you by the Lord. Either you're going to get it or you're not. And it ain't meant for everybody. Everybody don't have the same situation. Those are certain people are given certain things for certain reasons. Certain people are not given certain things for certain reasons. You dig? Sometimes what you asking for could be the very detriment to your own self. So be very careful. So, like I said, I could care less about who got evicted. Oh, actually, I do. Just not that eviction. So let's talk about the eviction that I want to share with you guys. Like I said, I am here to make this intriguing, so you go back to the book and open it up and learn what your grandmother was trying to tell you that she might have not, had the time to really break down to you, the way she needed to. But don't worry, Grandma, you got a grandson that's here. Now, I want to talk about eviction. Sure. Just not the eviction y'all talking about. I want to talk about the eviction of the unclean spirit. Yeah. Y'all didn't know there's eviction for unclean spirit. Yeah, it's an eviction. So the Bible, the scripture, so beautiful. It talks about this unclean spirit. And it talks about the unclean spirit getting evicted. And you see, I'm telling this story for a reason, and we'll get to that. All right. The scripture says that the unclean spirit, once it's put out, that it travels through dry places. Got no place to go. It ends up wandering. And then the spirit says, the unclean spirit says, I'm going to go get 7 more. And I'm going to go back to the house that they evicted me from. With 7 more of my cronies worse than me. He go get a game. He go get the game. He comes back to the house that he was evicted from. And they go inside the house, and guess what? The house is clean. It's empty. Cleaned out. Because he got evicted. So now when he come back with his 7 homeboys, his 7 cronies, they take over the house easy, real fast, because when they come back to the house, the house is empty. Because he was kicked out, and now the house is empty. Now he came back reinforcements, 7 that's worse than him, and they come back and now they take the house again. And the man ends up worse than he was before. Who's the house? The man is the house. Wow. See the beauty of scripture? We're going to take this somewhere. So the man is the house. So your body is a house for spirits? Why is this important? Because it says that the unclean spirit was evicted from the house. People come up to me every day, not every day, every other day, when people have a chance to converse with me. And they say, why do they need Jesus? Why Jesus, Bigga? No other way? You saying I can't get clean without Jesus? I can't without Jesus? Okay. The man was able to get the unclean spirit out. Obviously, right? Because the scripture starts out letting us know when the unclean spirit was put out the house. But this man made a major mistake. When he put out the unclean spirit, the house was now empty, and there was no one living in the house. Oh, so the house can't be empty? The house must be under control. Interesting. Does the scripture say We are not of ourselves. That either you're going to be of God or you're going to be of the devil. There's no in between. So the man put the unclean spirit out, and he didn't let Jesus in the house. Now, got it. Y'all saying, you see, here we go, Bigga. How did you get to Jesus? Man, it's supposed to be God in the house. Again, you gotta go through these scriptures and the beauty of scriptures. Who is supposed to be what's inside of our house? Does the scripture not supposed to say that we are supposed to allow Jesus? As my brother Keith Murray said, take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Are we not allowed, or we are not supposed to allow our vessels to become tools, vehicles for Jesus to operate through, for Christ to operate through? Is that not through scripture? Scripture do not harmonize that? Do scripture, and so the scripture not says ye body is a temple that the Lord dwells in. Wow. Just peep that, everybody. So our bodies is a car. And there's a driver of the car. You think it's yourself. But the scriptures are saying it's not. It's one or the other. God or the devil. If you're under the lie, the car is being driven by the devil. If you was in truth, then the car is being driven by Christ. This is very interesting. So the moral of the story is that be very careful of evicting this unclean spirit from yourself without having your house protected. See, you could get rid of the unclean spirit out the house, but now you have to let in the house who's supposed to be in the house, who the house was made for. All things was made for him and by him. For him and by him. Well, how was all things made for him? Did you ever think about that? God was all, damn God, all things was made for you? My son? My son's son? My dad? My mom? Everything was, all of this was made for you? By you? So how was we made for you? To worship you? And how do we worship you? By obedience? By truth? Very interesting. I'm giving you guys this, intriguing as I can, to make you open up the book, to make you study, to make you even inbox me. You know, speak to the people I inbox. Don't inbox me with no foolishness, wanting to argue and not wanting to hear it, sit down and chop it up. I'm not going to say that you are going to agree with me. All I'm going to say, if you really want to learn and you want to know the truth, well then we could sit down and we could crack those books. And I would give you the same respect as you give me. Because we both have a common enemy. And that's death. And he got a lot of minions, all these damn people on YouTube telling all this crap and leading y'all all straight to the hellfire is all they minions. And they don't give a damn about y'all. One of the things about the demons is they already in hell and they just miserable, you know what I'm saying? So they just want, to get as many to join them as possible and to be with them, you know what I'm saying? Because they already failed themselves. Don't let it be you. Don't believe these liars. It's time that we take this a little bit more serious. Try to figure out who the man in the black cloak is standing at the door. What does he want? Remember, the night is soon ending. The sun shall rise. Best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace. Demons will never take the throne. Best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace. Demons will never take the throne. Cross me, I'm not your casualty. All y'all fallacy, catastrophe. Run with the wind, but in the end, the cavalry. Stop your blabbery. Number one, I'd rather be. He missing in a far place. Christian used to listen. Rock, bass. How big, miraculous. When I hit you with the immaculate. Peephole, are you high? I tell them they sneaky. Exposed when you die. Hell is the free key. I am freshly dipped in designer clothes. See him in the hood, I tell him that heroes. Best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace. Demons will never take the throne. Best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace, but best believe I want peace. Demons will never take the throne.
Be peaceful, you end up in pieces. Be peaceful, you end up leaving us. Believe us like you believe in Jesus. Daymans will never take the throne. Seek peaceful, you end up in pieces. Be peaceful, you end up leaving us. Believe us like you believe in Jesus. Daymans will never take the throne.